I've been asked to show how I created the broom. So I'm going to attempt, although I did use proper bristles, I can do that this time as well. But I'm going to show you an easier way to do it. You need some skewers. That'll do, piece of wood. Piece of balsa wood. I'm just going to cut about just short of an inch. So I'll make a couple of brooms. And we can do a little scrubbing brush or something, we don't waste that. Right, so I've got my wood. I hope you can see. Let me just put the light on actually. I've been really busy today. But not been able to film much because we've had the workmen in. They've been blasting music outside. And I can't put that on my videos because they'll do me for blooming copyright. So I've not been able to film, so I've been tidying instead and sorting miniatures out. So we're just rounding the, oh, taking notice of that. Rounding the edges off, the corners should I say. I can do it that way. Just to get it going, and then I can shape it how I want it. Like that. See, so we've got the shape. Now you could turn that into a little scrubbing brush as well, the exact same way. So there's this is the broom handle. Of course you don't need it any more than that. Round that off. I'm actually going to point mine a little bit, give it a little bit of a point, because I want it to go into the broom top. So let me just snip mine off like that. I think that will do. I'm quite happy with that actually. Now I need to put a hole in here. Oh, I don't know whether this will work or not. I'm just going to put the impression in it like that without splitting it. I did it too hard. Right, I've got this type of fur and I'm just going to cut. It's long fur, so and it's two-tone. It's like dark underneath and light on top, but you don't need a lot, so I'm just going to cut that. And you see how you've got that? Now, do you think I can do it again? I can break it again if I want. I actually just want to put, if I had a spike, I wouldn't put a hole in it. Now, wait a minute, where's my little, this might work. We'll try this. Hopefully I can do it. See, like that. Really fast, like that. It worked. It worked. Mother, it worked. Don't fit. It will do when I've shaved it down. I will start on this one because this is a smaller one. That's it, that fits that. Oops, wrong way. Poke that down as much as you can. That's secured that, and then I can just trim that off. And the rest of it will be hidden with this. So, just cut another one. Oh, that's the way. See, it looks like bristles. Sorry, let me sort my glue gun out. So, here we go. Now, I just need to put the glue on. And then we just pop that onto that. When you've done that, you should be able to just wait for that to dry and peel away all the excess. Like that. And let's cut that a little short of that one, but it doesn't matter, that's not a problem at all. But you've got your little brush. But like I say, oh, I need to trim that down. Probably only about that much. And then just sand that off. There you go. And there's your brushes, and then all you have to do is colour them. We've got a light brown, that'll do. There we go. I like them, they're nice. And like I say, one will go in the shop, and then I think we'll make one for the outside. Which I'm going to use a different material. Now I'm just going to pop that up there. Now this box has arrived. I will share that with you later on. But I've got a couple of bits to do before that. There we go. Now this is what I use when I'm doing the stiff brushes. It's what you use for model thatch. So, I'll just open this. I've got one open somewhere. I bought two of them when I had the chance. Now, I think what I'm going to do is leave it like that because it's easier to work with. So I need a slightly bigger board. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think we'll cut this bit of balsa wood. Right, I'm just going to take that out. Take a bit of this glue as well. And then pop that handle back in. Right, I'm just going to take that layer off. But there you go, you've got a yard brush. Now, like I say, I can keep going round and filling that in if I need to. Which I might do just to fill it in. Excuse me. See, just keep poking it in to the edge. I want mine right up to the edge. The fibres have got down my throat. That's better, bit fuller. That's it. Squeeze that on. That will dry, and that's given me a nice yard brush. Not happy with that bit there. Take that out. I'm going to take all of that out and put another piece in there, another section in. Just level it off and poke that in place. Hold on. Again, just going to do the same again at the end. Level it off. Where is it? Oh, it's done, really. Let's push that in there. But you just keep building up your brush. Not quite happy with mine. Where did I see a space? That's fine. In there, that's where it is. There you go. And you've got, I'm just going to straighten mine off, a nice stiff yard brush. And a mess. So I'm just going to pop that back in there and we discard the rest of it. Right, good morning folks. Now, I started to get the rooms ready, well the garden and the room, the shop, last night, and I've had to leave things to dry, and I'll tell you for why. So I'm just going to remove these bits here, because now I'm starting to build everything. So what I've done here, as you know, hubby cut this at an angle like that, because that's what I asked for. And last night I made this. I am so sorry, but when I looked up I hadn't turned the camera on. I am so sorry. But what I've done is, what I might do is show you again because it's easier. But this has all got to be bent right. But I've done a 2-tier, like a corner flowery thing. And done some flowers. These are handmade. Not these. These are little bushes and that. I've covered the wall in the textured paper. It is like a texture. It does need gluing down in certain bits. I left it last night. I mean, it's just wallpapering. That's all it is. You don't need to be shown how to do that. And by the looks of it, when it's been printed, it's printed in blocks. Because each block's... I'm not keen on that. But you won't see much of that because I'm having growing vines up and whatnot. Now, on the front... Or front. It's got a T in it. We've done the brick wall. So that's that. And this needs gluing in. See, bits that's not stuck down. And then the top will all have something on it or other. I'm not sure. So that's that. I'm not going to be doing any more on that. Now, then, oops, they're not glued down because they're for the garden. Oh, maybe, I'm not sure. I'm going to take the table out and that needs sorting out. That's, oops, that's not done properly. So just bear with me. I'm going to sit down for this because my legs and feet this morning are killing me. Oh, and by the way, right, I've been sorting out things we've had in the loft, things we've had boxed away for years. There's lots and lots and lots of things we forgot about. And when I say that, we forgot about things I've collected over the years and they've been boxed up and when we've moved, like, or whatever. So we've been going through it with having the roof done. When, you know, they're coming to put the new roof on. It's had to be emptied, the loft, and oh my God, I've found all sorts. So, look out for the sales. This is my own personal stuff. It's nothing to do with the shop or anything like that. But I just don't want it. I don't need it. I have a shitload of gear where I am now. Sorry, but I have. So, all I'm saying is, I'll be banging it on for sale, get rid of it, and somebody else may as well have pleasure out of it, because I don't need it. Right, so I'm just going to take this out. I just needed to tell you that, so watch out for the sales. Like I said, it's not second-hand. When I say it's not second-hand, it's not bought car boots or anything. This is my own personal stuff I no longer need. I just don't. Right, here we go. Can you see that? I hope so. This is now glued in. We've put a wooden floor in. I've used the cork base for the floor because it's quite spongy and nice. These are not glued in, but it's a shop, so I'm going to glue all of these in when I've put the labels on them. I've glued in one of these, a watering can, fancy jug. It's a gift come garden shop. I've put in a double layer of that. You know, the hanging basket. These are glued in. I've got more things to go on the on there. I've put the shelving in, but then put this little trim on. I didn't want anything fancy, not too much, but you need it just to tidy it up. I've done it on that one as well. I'm just going to remove these. I have put the beading on for the doorway where the doors are going to go into the garden. Now, if you look, I found this set of birds. So I just put them on the wall like it's fancy. Stuck the keys, pot with the pens in the pencils that we made. The little basket I made with the ball of string. A little basket of flowers there because you could have something. Everything is for sale in this, so, and that's not quite straight, so I'm gonna have to do that, I think. But hey ho. Then what I did with the, and glued this in. Then what I've done with this, oh, and if you notice, I wallpapered it as well. I do have to put the trim, this trim, around this edge. I forgot to do it, but I'm going to do it, and it won't take me long to do that. In fact, I'm just going to put the glue gun on now, so that'll be ready and I can get that done next. I painted the cork white, and then I took one of the, I'll show you which one I used. I used the Gathered Twigs ink distress ink. Turned the pad upside down, went all over it, and then took a baby wipe And when you do that and just do that, it colours it all in for you. And I'm happy with that looking like that. It's more like a floor. Now, yes, there's bits here that came off with the cork, unfortunately, but I can fill all that in and it will be done. So I'm not fussed about that. I then built this unit. I made the rug. It's just made I crocheted a long string. You know how you crochet one, you're doing one stitch and you do it longer and longer and longer. So I crocheted that and then made the rug on a piece of card. And I made this unit out of foam board and added the skewers. And I think I've got that on film. I think that's on film. But I forgot to turn the blooming thing on. It was a pain in the ass. Anyway, I put this on as well. These are just cutouts like that. And like you see, it's that one. But I took these sections off for it to fit like that. And that's for the other one. I've got another one to go there. I've got to make that. So if I haven't made this one and filmed it, I will make the other one and share that with you. So that's going to go there. That goes in front of that. Doesn't have to. I might want it here. I might want it here. Well, in fact, I like it there. Yeah, there you go. Now I'm going to show you. Oh, I did do this as well. I altered this table. As you can see, it was taller, so I snipped it all off, and that's where it was. Put a bit of trimming round with that paper so it's matching, and then glued that back on. That's going to go in here because when you come to my shop, you can stop for a cup of tea. Painted my little chair, and I've just got to finish this because the thingamabob fell out. Let me just... Now, I've had somebody on number 1 of this series, Jeffrey, his name was. I'm assuming it's a man. We've glued all this together like that. And that will sit there when it's glued on. Coming for a cup of tea. I'll put a little cake or something on there. Yeah, Jeffrey's turned around and said that he's been waiting for the series of this because he's got I think it's a group. And they're wanting to know how it's done from start to finish. So I am thrilled, absolutely thrilled that he's sharing what I'm doing with other miniaturists. Whether they're learners or not, I don't know. I'm assuming so. So I'm really, really thrilled that people are coming on and they're looking and he did say that they're learning from it. So that's a good thing, and that's why I do this sort of thing. I've got some... so what I was going to say, sorry about that. So, yeah, if they're learning something, then it's a good thing. And I basically just want you to continue, learn. And like I say, please, please, make what you can and buy what you can't make. That's my motto. Well, I can't make these, but I do have them. I can't remember. Somebody sent, I think somebody gifted me these. And a long time ago. But there you go. I'm going to put these. Now, I was going to put them on the shelving, but I'm not going to. I've changed my mind. They could go in the shop. You know, like in the shop for ornaments and whatnot. They could for garden ornaments. But I don't know. I'll see. I'll see. I'm not sure. I might put them in the garden and that. Now the problem is with the garden is that set, yeah. It's going to take some doing. Let me just put all this back in there so I don't lose it. Because I don't know what's in my head. Now I know what's in my head. I have to get it out into the rooms. You know what I mean? So what I'm going to do for the moment is just pop that over there. And get the garden back. Because I was going to show you this. This is what I'm going to show. Right, okay. Oops, that way, mate. What I did to achieve that, and I'm going to show you this as well, a really quick way to make a rug. Now this is not for me, it'll be for something else. But it's a really, really quick way to make a shag pile rug. It's a brilliant way. You'll think, why didn't I think of that when you see it? To do the unit, that I've just shared with you. I need a thinner stuff, yeah. And I need a piece of that. And we'll use this. Right, so to do it, what I did, where's my, here we are. I took hold of that, got a piece of this foam board, drew around that. I'm really just showing you quickly. I mean, you have to do it properly and measure it out. Well, I don't. Sorry, I don't. So just say that was my corner section and that's the top. And I did 2 tier. So then what I did, the piece I've just cut it from, if I wanted that about that wide, right? So that's the piece it's come from. So basically you want that, okay? And then what you need to do is, however wide you want the shelf. So kind of like, you do that from the same piece. You can do all kinds of shapes, you know, if you just play around. So that's the 2 tier, and you're going, eh? I'm going to show you. This one has a plastic coating, but it doesn't have to have. This one has paper coating. And the thing with this one, you bend it, and you just do that. So, really fast. You don't need to bend as much as that, but you never know how many layers you want. If you want 3 layers, you've got it done, okay? Then you take hold of that. See if my glue's hot enough. Don't do too much at once. And then you start, and you just put all that into place. Remember, if it's for a garden, it's going to be covered with plants and whatnot. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now you can put it on the edge of it, or you can put it on top of it. I've done it on top. And then you just like I say, I'm just sharing it with you, showing you what I've done. Like that. See? It's just an easy way. And like I say, it's going to be covered, so you're not even going to see this really. And then you snip that. And then this piece sits in there. So you've raised it up one. See what I mean? So all I'm going to do is start and put it back. Now this will sit in here. Start it from the beginning. And then you can, like I say, you put another one like that under that if you want to build it up another layer. And that's what I did. So I'm just going to show you how I achieved that, if I can find another piece of the foam board. So I'm just going to cut this in one strip. That's it. And we just chop that off. But of course, let me just show you, you have to get the measurements right, because you're going to need to fit it into the corner. See, like that. Now mine doesn't fit, so I would have to like cut mine down properly. So that's missing off mine, and it's just easy. Just do that. Because I don't want to waste it. There, that's more like it. I'm not bothered about little bits of pieces. So I could do another display like this, and then the only thing I did then was to put the fencing around it. Like that. But what I did with mine, I used this, which are the, what do they call this? Let's see. Call it glass nuggets. Once I'd got the fencing on, I poured a load of glue on top, sprinkled it with these, added more glue on top of that, and then just scraped off all the excess when it had run. To, you know, make sure that when I got up this morning, it had dried more or less. Well, I thought it had, but there must have been a lot of glue in it. But that's how you do it. It's not hard. And you can build yourself a nice little garden. You could have a raised bed like in sections like that. So I don't think I'm going to use that for this. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I know I need to design what I'm going to do with the flooring. And I'm not sure at the moment. I do want a little bit of grass. Now I have this, which is like a grass matting, and I had it a long, long time. So I do want a little bit of grass in that section. But I also want some gravel here. And a bit of... So right, let me just work on this. Let me just work on this, because it does me head in if I don't get it right. We're going to do that. Sorry for anybody who uses measurements and this, that and the other. It's not my cup of tea. I want mine. Right, I do need one measurement. What's the width of the bloody door, you fool, Fiona? Let me just... I think we said it was centimetres. Let's have a look. I think we said it was 14, that's right. I just need to mark out 14 here. Sorry, you're not going to see this. I need to mark out 14 centimetres where the doorway is. As long as I don't go past that, for the grass I mean. So I want my grass like that. Just there. Okie dokie, fee. Like that sort of thing. Just take that out of the way a minute. Yeah, that's fine. Glue. So here's my glue. Okay, just pop that there. And pop that in there. And I've just been holding it upside down because it was running out. For the last bit. pop that back in there. So again, just lift that up. Pop that in there. Take, like I say, take all the loose off. And the rest, like I say, is going to be gravelled. So I have some more of this kind of gravel. Or the other colours. Is a darker one. And I think I might mix the two together. So what I need there is a little dish. I'll use a little dish. I've just found where my little rocks are. Well, you never know. So what I'm going to do is sprinkle some of those in and some of these, so we're getting the two-tone. Yeah, like that. And then what I have to do, I might need to go get some more glue, which is it's a bookbinding glue. It's just PVA glue the same, but it does hold strong. So I'm going to use that. Now, let me wet the surface first. Now, I water all my PVA glues down because they're normally too thick to use and will cause bubbles and things. Not that it's going to cause bubbles in this. Just wet the surface and then just take the glue. Oops, get that bit out, don't want that bit on. It does make it easier to spread it if it's wet surface first. I don't always remember to do it, to be honest. Now, because I want the pebbles, the stones, or whatever you want to call them, to let's put that back in the jar. Stick, I might have to add some over that. So what we're going to do is to start and where's my little spoon? Just start and put them down. I mean, I'm not doing a garden. It's supposed to be a garden centre. You go and buy your goodies. Now, what I'm going to have to do is take hold of this one. And I'm going to add some more to it from my pot. And then add some water to it. In fact, where's the water? Got a little bit of water here. Not much, but I've got enough. I always do half and half of the water when I buy a new one of these, the tacky glue. I tip half out into another bottle and then I add half water, and I've ended up with two, but it's the right consistency and thickness that you need. Oh, there we go. We can clean all that off, not a problem. And you give that a good shake. And then you just do this. And it will glue it all in. Now obviously you've got some bits here you want filling in. I just take hold of I did have it yesterday. Is that my wire? A piece of wire here somewhere. Any that's not glued in, don't worry about it because we can do that afterwards. There we go. That's that. Now I'm just going to set that to one side to dry, and then when it's perfectly dry, we shall be able to tip it upside down. I'll put that in there, it won't matter. We can always sprinkle a bit more on that. It's going to stick no matter what. I don't have to put the mixed stuff in there. Now, like I say, get rid of that. And what I've got is some rocks as well. But I may not use them. Now, do you remember when I did this? So we're going to work on that next. I'll show you what I've done to that one. This has to be flat. Now, I've got my green paint. Let's move that. Oh, and I'm going to show you the mat. Let me get rid of all this rubbish. Make sure I get some more of that. Don't waste that because you never know when it'll come in handy. Any wood or anything, have a little box where you keep all your trimmings. So the couple of bits that I want to share with you is, let me get a clean one. I don't like them when they get too messy, you can't see anything. There, we'll start fresh. Hopefully it's not too like that. Now, remember I made that? It should be on this video anyway, on the beginning of this video. I've taken the glass beading and filled it to put some weight into it. Now that's going to go in the corner, and I'm going to have some cascading flowers. So that's all I need to do is just sort out all the loose bits. There we go. Most of them are stuck. That's all you do with it. Now they can go back in the black one. Where did I put the black one? Here. That's this one. There we go. They're real handy to have some of those, and you can get them from garden centres, I think. Right, so that is all weighted down and ready. All I need to do now is to paint it, and I've chosen to do the olive vine. I think we'll paint the top of this, I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll just do that. And that's it. And then I'm going to show you the mat. Right, pull this over. Oh, just thought. Set that to dry. Like that. It's leaning on something. Now this, I love this. How to make a rug. Easy. So let's get going. We need a piece of card. Oh, you can have a piece of wood. That'll do. Right. This is really too big. Let me just... No, that's for the mat, isn't it? Yeah. I need another piece. We'll use a piece of this. I need to cut a piece of this. Obviously, you don't need it too big. So I'm just going to do 2 centimetres wide. Two centimetre wide, like that. That'll do. I'll use a smaller bit actually. How long's that? 3. So we'll do 3.5. Just so you've got something to grip onto. And I'm just going to mark it out. Only because it'll help people who can't gauge. Not everybody can gauge, you know. If I do that, we start at that point and we can finish there. It'll be helpful for you. I'm going to need my little scissors. Remove, oh, we'll put that there so you can see. Right, what you're going to do, and a little tip, if you always start with your ball of wool in the centre, that way that ball of wool will sit on that deck and you just pull it out instead of it going everywhere. A little tip. Okay, leave a little bit that you can grip. Just put a dot of glue there, a tiny wee dot to get it going. And wrap that around. So long, push down so it's nice and neat. You can do it like that if you want, don't matter. Okay? Just keep going. Don't do it too tight. Just loosely wrap it round. And you're going, how's that going to make a rug fee? Watch. And I have to say, this is not my idea, but I cannot remember where I saw it. So I do have to tell you, it's not my idea. Hold the bit you've just cut, hold that down. Push all that together. And then you glue along the back. Just along that back. Oh, my glue stick. Come on, mate. One of these days I'll get a decent glue gun. I sell them. Sorry. Now, take hold and just pin that on the top. Like that. Now you could do several together if you wanted to. Like that set. Then you take your scissors. I can do it that way. And you snip it. Whoops, is it? I haven't got decent scissors. I should have. We sell scissors and all. And then you just, whoops, pull that section off. If that comes undone, you've already got the glue bit on. You just glue it back in like that. And there's your first one. And then take that off and we start that again. Start that process again. Dot of glue on just to hold it. Push that down. Ooh. Yeah, it's because I've cut into that now. Like that. Let's do it smaller like that. Don't go over. You just have to go one at a time. One in front of the other. Because if you go over, you'll end up with loose bits. It won't work. It'll start molting. But it's a great way. Make your own. Okay, set that, hold on to it, right down the spine, you pull that back, and you pull that back, and you push that in to there. And then you start and snip again. Let me see if I can do it with bigger scissors. My scissors are so bad. See if I can do it with these. Trouble is I can't bloody see it either.